And the Palestine Red Crescent Society says one of its staff members was killed and 3 others have been wounded in an Israeli attack on its Khan Yunis headquarters in Gaza. It comes 2 days after U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff visited a U.S.-backed aid station in Gaza to inspect efforts to get food into the devastated Palestinian territory. Now, a video which the PRCS said captures the initial moments of the attack shows fires burning in a building with the floors covered in rubble. The attack comes as UN aid agencies have warned that time was running out and that Gaza was on the brink of a full-scale famine now. As per Gaza health authorities, the death toll from starvation in the Gaza Strip has risen to 169 after 7 more people, including a child, died from hunger and malnutrition. The Palestinian death toll in the Gaza Strip has risen to 60,430, with 148,722 others injured since the conflict began between Hamas and Israel on the 7th of October 2023. Any quick truce deal, however, does not appear to be in sight. On Saturday, Hamas military wing released a new video showing Israeli hostage Eviatar David. The video shows David appearing skeletally thin. You'll have those visuals on the screen shortly. The Hamas footage, more of which was approved by the family for publication, includes David speaking in a weak voice. His remarks seem dictated to him by his captors and show him digging what he says he fears will be his own grave. Now, hundreds of protesters rallied. All right, there you have David on the screen right there. The Israeli hostage still held captive in Gaza. Now, hundreds of protesters rallied at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv, demanding the Israeli government ends the Gaza war and ensures the return of all the hostages. Of the 50 hostages remaining in Gaza, the IDF has confirmed the deaths of 28.
Watching helplessly as my younger brother Eviatar David and his fellow hostage, Guy Gilboa Dalal, slip away. They are on the absolute brink of death. In their current unimaginable condition, they may have only days left to live. Hamas is using Eviatar in one of the most horrific and calculated campaigns of cruelty imaginable.
My child is dying. I've seen it with my own eyes, and the Prime Minister saw it too, and he knows his situation and the situation of the rest of the hostages, and yet he chooses again and again not to save him.
The Israeli Prime Minister spoke to the families of David and Braslavsky, and as per Netanyahu's office, he expressed deep shock at the harrowing videos and told the families that efforts to bring all the hostages home are ongoing. U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff also met with the anguished relatives of Israeli hostages who are still held in Gaza. Families of the hostages expressed cautious satisfaction following their meeting with Witkoff, but said that there was nothing new in efforts to reach a deal for the release of the captives.
I listened for 2 hours. With all due respect to Witkoff, he expressed sympathy, believed this was important to us, and showed interest in listening to all the stories. But I didn't hear anything new from him. I heard that there was pressure from the Americans to end this operation, but we didn't hear anything practical. Nor did I hear that when I asked him to exert pressure and set a time frame. Even if there is a deadline, we received no answers.
French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot denounced the videos of the hostages released by Hamas as despicable. He added that they must be freed without conditions and Hamas must be disarmed and excluded from ruling Gaza. Meanwhile, France continued to airdrop aid into Gaza. A French plane carried around 4 tons of freight, including the aid and the materials needed to reinforce the shipment to ensure that it drops safely on the ground.